Hi guys, today's tip is going to be on learning an algorithm. This way I think is the most efficient, and I've seen it around quite a lot, but everyone will have their specific way of learning it, but I recommend giving this a go. So, first things first, choose an algorithm. The one we're going to learn today is the T-perm. Now for this we'll need a solved cube, there we go, and I need to also quickly explain what this is in case you don't know. The T-perm is for PLL users, and it swaps this piece with this piece and this piece with this piece, whilst keeping the yellow face up at all times. Now I'll show you what you would start from to solve a cube using the T-perm, and it is this. As you can see, the blue will swap the green here, and the blue and orange will swap the red and blue here. Now I've known this algorithm for a while now, and I've obviously practiced it a lot, but this is the way that I learnt it in the first place, so I recommend it to you too. So the first step is the recognition of the case. So you might get to the PLL stage and have it this way. Now what you'll be looking for is two sets of 1 by 1 by 2s. Here's one and here's another, and if they're opposite each other, then you've got a T-perm. It's quite easy to recognise. The only other one with two sets of 1 by 2 by 2s, I believe, is the Y-perm, and you can see them like this. So this one's a lot easier to find, because if you find one and there's not another one in view, then you've got the T-perm. The second step is setup placement. If, like most people, you want it so that once you finish the PLL algorithm, the cube will be solved, you need to get it so that the two sets of double piece colours are on their sides, like so. Like with all sets of algorithms, I would recommend finding something that will remind you of the case. Like I said, for me, the T-perm is found by if you can see one set and you can't see another, you know it's the T-perm. That's what reminds me of it, and everyone will find their thing about the case which will remind you of it. Step 3 is to look for triggers in the algorithm. I'm going to put the algorithm here so that we can all see it, and look for sets of triggers in it. Now the last tip explained these triggers, and for those of you that haven't seen it, there's a link here, and it's basically about finger tricks and how they can speed up your execution of algorithms. Now in this algorithm there's one straight off, which is the R prime U prime. That's how it starts. So you know that you can start off with that trigger. Another trigger which may not be so obvious is the R prime FR trigger, because it has an R2 at the end, but that can be solved by an extension of the R at the end. Now what I recommend doing when you're first learning the algorithm is doing it 20 times at least with the algorithm written in front of you. So following it move by move and just doing it slowly until your hands start to feel like they're in the right places for the moves. So R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. Now as you get through the 20 plus executions, you'll start to feel what feels best and what feels more comfortable, and it will also start to speed up. If you look at other cubers on YouTube, you'll probably see that not all of them execute the T-perm this exact way, but it's just the way that my muscle memory has remembered it, and that's the overall aim, is to get it remembered into muscle memory. I had to actually look up the written algorithm, as I only remember it through muscle memory now and couldn't write it down without looking it up. But that's how you want your algorithms to be, so you're barely even thinking about doing them. After you've done it 20 plus times, you want to try 10 times without the sheet. And if there's any bit you're stuck on, just look down at the sheet and fill in that gap. But then look away, don't finish off the algorithm with the sheet. And once you've done it around, say, at least 7 times out of the 10, then do 10 again with the algorithm. You'll notice how much faster it is compared to when you did it the last time. After that, just keep going without the sheet until you can do it 10 times in a row without looking. The last step to remembering an algorithm is continuation. As soon as you've learnt it, don't stop there. Continue executing it every now and then while you're learning other algorithms, or you'll forget the ones you started with. If you're learning, say, 3 a day, then just make sure you do those 3 while warming up and warming down when you learn the next 3, and so on until you can do all 12 on the 4th day without a problem. And by that time, the ones you learn on the first day should be really good. Okay guys, that was today's tip. I hope that you found it helpful. Please comment if you've got any questions about it, and also comment any of your strategies towards learning an algorithm. Okay, please like, subscribe, and happy cubing.